Good morning. It's 10:30 Eastern Standard Time on January the 10th, 2025. It is 45 degrees out here in Florida. Anyway, this this live is dedicated to a new subscriber that came through the Fumi Nation, and her name is Yvonne Thomas. That's what her handle says. And I have some words for you, Miss Thomas. Miss buying equipment 3 months ago and hasn't used it yet. That's what we're going to talk about. And as I probably should have started this before I tried to back out of a parking space, but I had to have some coffee. You know what time it is. And I'm actually pretty late getting my coffee because I usually don't think very well until I get that medicine. So, Miss Thomas, you bought some equipment. You're going to start it. And I'm mad at you because I want you to start your channel so I can like, comment, subscribe, and share like all the other subscribers to Midlife Priceless who like, comment, and share. What you think of that? You're going to have to learn to say that, so practice it often. Now, I thought about you all night long, and I'm not exaggerating. I read your comment last night, and I actually thought more deeply into you and you having your equipment because it took me back to another time. What is the time? Several times, actually. One is when I was in Peace Corps in Lesotho. There were only 3 of us sisters in our training group. And our training group was, I think, maybe a dozen volunteers. And again, there were only 3 of us sisters. And we went to Simonkhong Falls. It's a waterfall. And beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And if you don't know anything about Lesotho, you're going to hear more about it because I have some news that I haven't shared because I was told not to share it broadly. And I would say that over 1,000 subscribers qualifies as broadly until the contestants who were not selected have been notified. Well, I was notified that I was selected. We'll stop there. Anyway, we go to Simonkhong Falls, and there's a way to hike to see and appreciate and feel the beauty of the fall. You actually have to hike down a really steep mountainside, and then you can see it in its majesty as you look up at it, if you can imagine that. And my sisters did not want to go. I wanted to go because I'm that person. So who you are seeing on Midlife Priceless, I've always been this way since I was a little girl. My sister can tell you stories about how I would wander off and do stuff as if, I was of my own jurisdiction. But anyway, and they said something really ugly when I went down with the rest of the volunteers. And it was a racial comment, and it was I didn't like it. Oh, you going down there following them if you want to, get stuck down there and nobody's going to come and get you. Now, keep in mind, to be in Peace Corps, you have to have a degree. Let's start with that. And why is that important? Because the point is that we're not talking about people who are not learned, people who have not been exposed to a higher expectation. A lot of people are, but many people aren't. Let's be honest. And these sisters said something like that behind my back. Wouldn't even say it to my face. And if you know anything about me, or if you are starting to get an impression, then you surely know that just made sure that I got to the bottom of that fall. And I still have that picture of that someone snapped of me going down. I had a walking stick. I had my jacket or my jersey wrapped around my waist, tied with the arms, the whole look. And this is when I had, you know what, I'm going to put the picture in my community section, and I'll link it in the comments when I get back to the house. That picture, you'll see me, I didn't have any hair then. I used to cut my hair with clippers. I loved having short hair. You could just be in the shower all the time, all the way in. Skin shining all the time, glowing all the time. And for me, it is one of the most memorable times I spent in Lesotho. And if I had allowed my fear, or worse, someone else's fear and reservation get to me, I'd have never done anything at all. I'd have missed out on one of the special moments. I've never been back to Simonkong Falls. Doesn't look like I'll get back at this point in my life. If I do, it's a beautiful thing. But you have to live in the moment and live in the opportunity and live in your truth and live in your ambition and live in your dream. That's not just for we know who with 3 months worth of holding on to a dream. This is for everyone. It's for me. I want to do, I've told you, I want to do the motorcycle safety class. Still haven't found the money and not pressed at all because I'm going to do it, period. Now, having the equipment and not using it is different than me wanting to take a class and can't afford it, right? Those are 2 different things. So I wish for you, I pray for you, I insist upon you that you use your equipment and don't squander the opportunity. Now moving on, same soapbox, just in a different corner. When you start your channel, you don't have to tell anybody. You don't even have to publish it to make it searchable. You can post it as private. You can do all kinds of things. The point is to get started. If you don't want to use your equipment, fine. Wait until you're ready to use the equipment, but get started on your channel. I challenge you, madam, to get that phone out and you turn it, the camera around, put it on swivel and record yourself talking about anything. I don't care if it's cotton balls or how fast the grass grows. I want you to get on there and talk about something. Sorry, there's a EMS or 2 passing me. I don't know if you could even hear that. But I want you to do it. And practice and have fun with it. But don't just practice on your phone. Post it on your channel. Why do you have to do that if it's just for practice? Because you need to learn about all the tools and tricks and things that are embedded in YouTube. You need to know that so that when you are ready to tell the world that you're here, you can tell us and we'll know. Suppose I had not kept chipping away at my channel, because let's be frank here. I'm going to tell you, this is not my first channel. This is my 3rd channel. First channel was strictly business. I wanted a place, and it's still there. I wanted a place to post videos in a portfolio kind of spirit and, you know, blah, blah, blah. Nobody watches that stuff. They really don't. They ask for it and they require it for you to get the work. But then when it's all said and done, nobody watched it. And how do I know? Because I see how many views there are on a video. I sent one to AARP. They have not only not answered my email, they have not watched my video. That tells me something, doesn't it? All right. Second channel. I got all excited and I had so many brands I had created for this business and that, and I'm going to start a store on Shopify. I've had 2 of those. I'm a computer geek. It just really, it's a lot. But I designed apparel And you might see them in some of the videos. The next time I'm wearing something I designed, I'll make sure you know. But you cannot be afraid. You cannot just sit back and say, I'll get to it one day. Today is the day. This lifetime is the lifetime. This is a one-way ticket, mama. We got to go. Get yourself together. Get out of, stop riding my hump. That's right. Get over. So I want to challenge you. I want you to inbox me. You can email me. It's in the description for my channel. If you just want to bounce off an idea, and I won't tell anybody it's there if you don't want anybody to know it's there. That's for you to decide. But you get started, lady. All right? So, if this video, here we go. If this video has resonated with you, or you think that someone can benefit from it, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and share. That's so fake. Anyway, I do want people, the appeal is sincere, but it just sounds so fake. Coffee time. Look how I waited so nicely and politely before I come slurping in your face. Well, I tell you what I did want to do today. I wanted to go to the golf course and ride around. I have always wanted to drive a golf cart. And for the life of me, I haven't had anyone that I know who golfs. I have a friend, Ron, and he won't allow me to go to the golf course with him because he says I'll be obnoxious and I'll be driving all over the place. No, I won't. I promise. I wouldn't. Yes, I will. Hey, Peggy, look at that. Who's there? I am doing it, miss, and I'm glad you'll subscribe, Peggy S. Listen, I want to go out to this golf course so bad. And that's the one that I jogged on the other day. And I just want to run around, you know what I mean, on the cart and check it out. I don't know why. It's just a little thing I wanted to do and get it over with. I grew up going to the state fair where you rode in the what do you call those? The bumper cars. That was fun. But you can't get me to do it now. You're not shaking my spine out of my back. No ma'am, no ham, no turkey. Really. I'm trying to see, do I zoop it? Peggy S., you're the first person other than Unfiltered Doll to show up in my chat while I'm going live and live in color. Do you like my hat? This is my my Texans hat. That's another video. I talked about that issue about moving to Houston and the fact that I spent 10 months not liking the place because I've neglected to connect with my own community. Another lesson in life. Now I love the place and wish I could move back, but it looks like that's not going to happen. I had a job interview and yes, Auntie Fumi. Listen, Peggy. And listen I want to tell you something. My name is Margaret. My mother's name was Margaret, and so was my grandmother's. But they called my mother Peggy. And so I'm delighted to see Peggy. I would never let anybody call me Peggy because my name isn't even Margaret. It's Margaret Ann. Country name with a hyphen. Lord. My mother was Margaret Lee, and my grandmother was Margaret Pauline. And in the same room, you had to call us accordingly. Otherwise, all three of us would turn around to try to figure out who you were talking to. So, little sidebar. I'm full of sidebars, but I always make my point. So, Peggy. Hey, Ben, Lenora. Good. Oh, it's good evening. Where are you? And that's another thing I've been meaning to explain. The reason I keep asking people, where are you, is not just because I'm being nosy, which maybe I am, but I also am a little considerate of people's location, the time, the things that are happening there. Yes, I'm in the US, but if you had a wildfire like California happening where you are, I would be wanting to watch and make sure you're okay too. So, yes, you're part of Fumi Nation, being Lenora. That's another name I know, Lenora. I used to work with a sister named Lenora. Can't remember. We were in New York back then. But, yeah. So, I ask where people are because I've traveled the world over. My family, we were in Germany for a little while. From there, came back to the States. I went to Portugal for a little while. I was a youth missionary. Amen. And I was there for about a month uh, doing an agricultural project there. Then, where did I go from there? Then I did my advanced degree in Egypt. I went to American University in Cairo. I lived in Egypt for about 2 or 3 years, if you add it all up. It was during the Gulf War, unfortunately. So I left because my mother was freaking out. Went back, finished. Then I ended up in the Virgin Islands teaching over there, journalism. And then I hippity hop all over the planet. And the next thing, hey, Deidre Potts, welcome in. Good morning. All right, Stockton, California. I thank you. Are you okay? I got so upset the other night. I started posting right out of bed. You know, I'm really casual and I keep it real, as they say. The young people say, keeping it 100. Well, I keep it 160 because I'm 60. So, yeah. Let's see, where else did I live? I lived throughout the Caribbean. That was my territory at one time. So, hello to my West Indian crew. I keep up with everyone. I really do. I stick to people like wet paint. I'm a loyal friend. Like they say, most Geminis are best friend, worst enemy kind of people. But yeah, I'm glad you all joined me today. And let's support our sisters across the world, all over the global village. Don't delay. Live it today. You will not be as young tomorrow as you are today. You're certainly not going to be as pretty tomorrow as you are today. And you will not have the stamina tomorrow that you have today, because day by day we lose something. I called my girlfriend just yesterday morning. I was in the mirror putting on some lipstick and I did this and I saw some turkey neck stuff going on. When did that ever cut? Look, when you pinch it, it even stays in place. My God, today. Oh, trust me, that wasn't there last year. So now I like turtlenecks, you know. Don't you know? So anyway, that's about it for this morning. I'm not getting out on that golf course. It's just too cold for mama. No. I have on 3 shirts and I have the heat on and a hat. If I still feel the breeze, it's not going to happen today. Not today. So challenge yourself. Get that bucket list, written up. Stick it to the board and start hacking at it a little at a time. You may not finish all of it. You may finish none of it. But, do a little, a lot. You'll eventually finish something. Just like me and that doggone novel. I'm going to get to it. I swear. I'm going to get to that novel today. When I get it published, I'll tell you all about it. When I'm allowed to tell you my good news, then I will tell you all about it. And there's some other things I want to tell you, but my mom always said that if you talk about something too soon, it'll flee away from you. It'll flee from you and you'll never get what you wanted. And I want it so bad that I'm holding it in. It's about to give me a doggone stroke, but I'm holding it. I'm holding it. Sincerely holding it. Oh, Alrighty, ladies, we gonna have to get some gentlemen in here because you know they talk more than we do, truth be told. But one day Ron might make a comment because he's the one that wouldn't let me drive that golf cart. And Mason, he probably would say something. He's another brother of mine. Two really good men. Unfortunately spoken for. Sorry, ladies, they're gone already. We had to take them off the list. Take them off the list. Alrighty. I keep saying I'm going, but I'm having fun. Fumi Nation sisters, you all have turned up, turned out. I thank you. I thank you, and I thank you. I'm so happy to meet you. And I will, if you have something that you're thinking about and you want me to be a nosy now, and you want me to give it a comment, a look, or a thought, or if you want to share a thought, please, by all means, share your thoughts. You don't have to agree with me on everything. I'm okay with it, you know. You could teach me something new. And I'm teachable. I'm not above learning. All right, there's the golf course. Look at them out there riding in my cart, being uppity. That's all right. When I get in that cart, I don't have golf clubs though. I don't know if they're gonna even allow me to rent the cart, you know. They'll say, well, madam, where are your golf clubs? I'll tell them it's in the trunk of my car. I'm going to get it now. Oh, can we help? No, I have it. But I'm going to get a cart and ride that course one day. But I want it to be a sunny day. And I'm going to wear something cute. Well, athletic cute, because if I wear a gown, they'll know, they'll peep my game. All right. Bye for now. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. And tell Auntie Fumi I love her, and I love her again. 2 kisses.